All right, Forsyth County is at a turning point. What does that mean for our buyers and sellers that live here? We're going to talk about that for just a few minutes. Before that, though, I'm Rachel Mooney, and I sell real estate here in North Metro Atlanta, focusing primarily on Forsyth County. I want to make sure that you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so that you get notified every time we drop a new video. So what does it mean when I say that Forsyth County is at this little pivotal moment and turning point that could affect buyers and sellers, and how is that happening? So you probably have heard that Forsyth County put a moratorium in place, and they actually extended that moratorium until June of 2026. That means that anything that is going through the permit process is on hold until that time. Now, if you had a permit for building or rezoning prior to that moratorium, that does not change anything. You can still build, you can still move forward with stuff. It's just anything now moving into that pipeline is on hold for a period of time. I'm actually kind of thankful for that, because if you live here in Forsyth County, you know that we have grown very, very rapidly over the last several years. You don't need a report to see that. You can see that our schools are overwhelmed, our infrastructure is overwhelmed, our traffic patterns have changed, and now we're starting to hear about the costs and taxes, and especially if you get online, you're going to hear all of the negative commentary about Forsyth County. So people are starting to get a little bit frustrated. I myself, I enjoy growth, and I think that growth is great as long as it's a positive and in a fashion that makes sense instead of such rapid growth. So like some of our neighboring counties, Milton, Alpharetta, Canton, they have had more of a slower approach to their growth. Although when you hear some of the Canton residents, they will tell you that it doesn't feel like it's slow growth. But those areas, those cities have really taken a slower approach to growth. And so there's some positive things about that, right? Your property values tend to stay higher. People want to be in those areas. Those areas are desirable versus counties that take such a fast approach, and they're not really looking at long-term effects. They're just saying yes to so many things and not really looking past what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 years down the road. So our professionals now, our leadership that's in place, have said, okay, hey guys, we're going to take a step back and look at actually what's going on, reevaluate. And so I honestly think that's a good thing, right? If you have a home here in Forsyth County, your biggest thing is want to make sure that your home investment is secure. And so you tend to kind of pull back on your investments here in our county if you're not quite sure what the future plan looks like for our county. So if you're a buyer or a seller, that slower, more regulated growth is a positive thing across the board. Why does this matter for our county officials to take a look at exactly what's going on, right? Once you've started growth, it is really hard to rewind that. It's very, very costly. So putting a pause on future growth for a period of time allows them to look at things, allows them to look at the density of areas, to look at the infrastructure, to look at our school systems and what needs to change. And so this is a very positive thing for them to put a moratorium here in our county for a period of time. As a matter of fact, we see this a lot happen in many counties around Metro Atlanta. Metro Atlanta, you know, is one of the best places to live here in the United States. We have 4-season climate. We have a lot of Fortune 500 companies that are here in Metro Atlanta. We have fabulous school systems, so a lot of people want to be here. So it's not just Forsyth County that has experienced fast growth. We have seen this in many other counties, and many counties have had to put a moratorium, a period of pause in what is happening. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a great thing. So we are very excited that we have this moratorium for a period of time. We're excited that our local professionals and officials are looking at exactly what is happening, because ultimately we want to make sure that our investments are secure, especially if we are investing here in Forsyth County. If you're thinking that you want to invest and purchase here in Forsyth County or sell, I am full-time professional, so is my team. We are here to help and counsel you into whatever your next move is. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Again, guys, this is not a political post. This is just simply how what's happening in our county can affect you, if whether you are a buyer or seller. So I'd love to know your thoughts, and I look forward to seeing you next time.